creative items have the same emotions. Essentially, they want to send out the same message, and essentially they have the same soul. So it is not correct, I think, that in a press conference to defy each other and just say they are absolutely different from each other, they have no similarity, and now this is being said and
ma'am, I don't think you followed the issue entirely. Can I?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll just clarify to you. In every interview that Raju Hirani gave, every interview, he said, I'm inspired by a 5-point song.
Yes, I've heard that.
So let me
when he said that.
So he is inspired. He also went on to say that he would have probably not made the film had he not read the book. So is he being honest so far?
Yes, he is.
Okay, great. Now he and another writer, Abhijat Joshi, who's not very well known so far, and I'm hoping he's popular now. But Abhijat Joshi and he worked for 3 years to convert that book into a film. There are a lot of books made into films, they don't succeed. There is a structure, because I'm explaining all this to you because you probably don't understand the technicalities of script writing. Let me just complete.
Okay.
So if you make 5-point someone as it is, I have my doubts that it will work. It has the same emotions, we're making the same thing, it's not going to work. So when you convert it to film, they spend 3 years working on the script. The writer of the book has been acknowledged. Sorry? Now let me clarify that as well. Chetan wanted the credit at the end of the film. That's in his contract. He wanted the credit at the end of the film. So I want to ask one question. So here's the producer, his name happens to be Vinod Chopra, XYZ. He buys the rights of the film. So let's say you're Vinod Chopra. You buy the rights of the film, you pay the writer what he wants. You have a contract with him and the writer asks for what he wants and you say, okay, you'll get exactly this. So he signs the contract, you pay him the money. You also reserve the rights to change what is in the book to make it into a film, and he agrees, so you do that. You change a lot of it and you make it into a film. Before the film releases, you pay him a bonus before the film releases. Okay, are you on the same page so far? So you've done everything that he's asked for. You've paid him his money, you've given him the credit where he wanted to, and you've paid him a bonus, which often doesn't happen in this industry. And then after that, he goes out and starts saying things in the media. How would you react, man? I want to know.
I think you have me confused with the controversy-hungry journalist. This is not an issue I'm trying to pursue with you.
Let me ask you something else. Ma'am, let me ask you something else. When I meet Chetan on the shooting of 3 Idiots,
right.
This is the beginning of the. Why don't you have a seat? when I meet Chetan on the shooting of the film, in the beginning of this when we began the shooting in Bangalore, he came up to me and said, I actually met him and I said, I'm really sorry, I haven't read your book yet, but I intend to. And he said, don't bother, because the book is really different from the script. And what Raju and Abhijat have done is they've really turned it around, so it's not like the book anymore, so don't bother. So I said, okay, well, whatever.
See, and this is what I'm saying, that you have me confused.
Ma'am, just hold on. So what I'm trying to say is that when the lady out there asked me, is it your question, the controversial question that you mentioned, is it same or not? Does that answer your question? I'll just give you one example. So forget the whole plot and there are like thousands of differences, but I'll just give you one example. The character that I'm supposed to play, in the book, in the ragging scene, he breaks a Coke bottle and physically scares off the people who are bullying him or ragging him. In the film, he doesn't do that. He gets scared. He's frightened. He doesn't know what to do. The whole character is different. He's not in the book. He's described as a guy with a good physique. That would have been Gajni.
Can I just say one quick thing? I think there are a lot of people here who want to ask you questions, Amir.
Amir, can I have one question? Amir.
Any movie made out of a novel, when you finish the script, it gets changes because you cannot make them.
No, absolutely. So I'm saying. What I want to say is that, I think this is a case where someone like Raju Hirani, who's a very upright, very gentle human being, he's one of the finest human beings I've met. He's straight as a rod. He does everything by the book. And And it's really sad that, you know, someone else has cast aspersions on someone like Raju. It really breaks my heart to see that.
Just to complete my point, what I was trying to say is that there's difference between... Yeah, sure, that's what I
I think these are the questions being asked by the media person.
Oh, are they media people here?
Yeah, I think. These are the questions. Otherwise, you know, normal people don't know. So these are the questions being asked by the media people. Why media people?
Firstly, let me just congratulate not just for Peepli Live, but...
Okay, we've got 2 minutes, so I'll take another couple of questions. Yeah.
I'm just going to say, I'll just very briefly tell you what I really need to say. I've grown up looking at all your movies, and actually you have touched pretty much with every single movie of yours, you have pretty much touched my life. There's one really, Peepli Live is really good. There are plenty more issues in India. I've only just come back from attending my brother's funeral. He was 33, and he had died in a traffic accident, and that's where he is. He's right. I don't know if you know the
Really sorry to hear that. Really sorry to hear that.
That's the next issue which I really want you to concentrate, and if you can really make out the movie, is the road traffic accidents and people dying in the train while traveling in India, and how they are being treated by the civil hospitals, and what happens on the back. My father was a CMO. We have quite an influential background, and still my brother didn't get a postmortem for good 2 days. And it was a very touching experience for us, yes. And I would really, really appreciate if you highlight that issue in India and just make a movie on something very similar to that.
I'll get it.
I just want to
Okay guys, one last question and the gentleman right in front of you. Can we have a mic here?
I just want to request you. I just want to ask the question.
Can we have a mic here?
Yeah, I just want to request
Can I ask a question? Excuse me, Amir. I'm here on your left. Hello.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yeah.
It's not a question actually, it's a suggestion. I have seen few of your movies and they do point out very core problems. I'm a Pakistani and as a common member of public, I know we don't have nothing against India.
Sure.
And most of the problems